All right. I've been researching why Steam went down all of a sudden yesterday, and also why I could not play Black Myth Wukong yesterday. And I found some interesting information. Okay. Now, first of all, let's start out with the Steam outage. All right. According to Engadget and Down Detector, and this is in quotes because I'm quoting them, this is not my words. The outage began around 1 p.m. ET on Christmas Eve, which was yesterday, the 24th. At its peak, over 75,000 users reported issues. The disruption affected the Steam store, the Steam community, and most critically, the Steam web APIs, which are necessary for many games to launch. Now, according to the Economic Times and Hindustan Times, I don't know how to say that, but anyways, users repeatedly encountered the E502L3 bad gateway error, which this is actually a personal one because I also encountered this error again. This is a server-side failure that typically occurs when Valve's servers are overloaded. And according to TechEye and Twisted, is that how you say that? Twisted Voxel, analysts attribute the crash to a combination of extreme traffic from the Steam Winter Sale and record-breaking concurrent user numbers in 2025, which peaked at over 41 million earlier in the year. Wow, that's a lot of users. Some speculation also pointed toward potential issues with content delivery networks, CDNs, though AWS, or the Amazon Web Services, officially denied being the cause of the outage. But do you guys remember in this year when AWS also had an outage? Like, what's going on? What's going on with all these outages? Like, I don't know. There's something weird going on there. But all right. Anyways, the reason why I couldn't play Black Myth Wukong, according to Steam. All right, let's start off with this. Black Myth Wukong uses Denuvo anti-tamper technology, their official name, but I just call it Denuvo DRM because that's what it is. But anyways, Denuvo anti-tamper technology. This software requires a periodic online entitlement check to verify you own the game. Also, I realized, and I just figured out, that you don't actually need to be online 24/7, but you just need to be online, like a couple of times, right? Like, you don't have to be online 24/7. Sometimes a Denuvo game works completely offline. Did you know that? That's crazy. But most of the time, you do, it's just better if you're online because it's, I don't know. Honestly. I don't know. But anyways, according to user reports on Steam discussions, all right, because the Steam web APIs were down yesterday, the game, Black Myth Wukong, could not complete this verification handshake. See what I was talking about? The Steam APIs? I knew it had something to do with that. When you hear API, you already know that's something important. Because API, everything has an API. YouTube has API. Google has API. Everything important has API. Anyways, because the Steam web APIs were down yesterday, the game could not complete this verification handshake. Right, so it couldn't authorize users to let them play the game. So, if your local token had expired, which apparently mine was expired because the last time that I played Black Myth Wukong was August 2024, which is a while ago, my token expired. And basically, from what I understand, what a token is the amount of time that you are allowed to play the game offline until you need to connect to the internet again to get another authorized token so that you can play the game offline again. Anyways, if the token had expired, or if you were launching the game for the first time in a few days, the game would refuse to start, even though it is a single player experience. Now, according to Twisted, dude, I can't say that in it. Twisted Voxel, even users who attempted to use offline mode, which is what I attempted to do, found it unreliable during the outage because the Steam client itself struggled to authenticate accounts while the servers were unresponsive. So that's why I was having issues trying to sign back in, because for some reason Steam signed me out when I didn't want to be signed out. Did that happen to anybody else? I'm curious. Let me know down in the comments if during the Steam outage yesterday that happened to you. If you were randomly signed out or anything and you couldn't sign back in. But anyways, that's about it. I just wanted to make a second part to this rant because I forgot to say this in the first video, and now that I have a little more research under my belt, I wanted to share this information with you. Anyways, that's it for today. Thank you for watching. Stay safe out there, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next video.